All right. Good morning, cyber friend. This is the Midi Man coming at you again from Walk Studio, back in Studio B. We want to say we give God all the praise and honor, give him all the glory. We thank him for life, health, and strength. Thank him for as well as it is. And I wanted to say, people, that I've been trying to do this video ever since this morning around 2 a.m. And I had made the template, had loaded up the software to make this video after Bible study on last night. And it was about 2 a.m., about 2:30 when I finally got to was going to go on and do the video. And as a follow-up to my Bible study. But nevertheless, as y'all can see, this video here may be a little longer than I had said and stated. I told y'all that sometime it might happen like that, when I might have to go a few minutes over. But I will try to keep it within a decent time period. And what it's saying here is, you see, it says that it is called, I named the topic of this video, it is called self-control. Self-control. And on the last early this morning, I was talking to two of my Bible study participants.
Unknown caller.
I get tired of these your calls, you know. But at any rate, I was talking to my Bible study participants, and Sister Leonie and her sister Lola, we was talking we was talking about some things about what I had been trying to tell people all along throughout this here whole ordeal of this pandemic and everything. From a little bit I did know, because I don't know nothing about it. But I do know who's in control. And I was just letting everybody know that it's called self-control, meaning this much. You cannot make people think the way you think. It's not about that. See, in other words, God created all of us individuals. You know, if everybody thought the same way, somebody's head is unnecessary. So that meaning, okay, if you really want to go back to the whole thing of the shenanigans of this thing, Jesus told the woman at the well, the woman of Samaria, if you notice that people were trying to shift the issues to get the light off of them. In other words, if you remember, Jesus asked the woman to go get a husband. And she said she didn't have one. And Jesus said, you have answered correctly. He said, but however, you done had 5 husbands, and the one you with now is not yours. So immediately, if you look at when Jesus told this woman that, if you look at her response, she started talking about worship. She went and started talking about the Jews said we supposed to worship in Jerusalem, but our forefathers said on this mountain we were supposed to serve and worship God. See, she tried to change the focus. Jesus didn't ask her about no religion. He was asking about her living arrangement. Jesus' job is to try to change us from within. But however, he went on and let her change the subject. And then he still got the last word. Jesus said, I tell you, woman, the time is come, and it is already here, that true worship will not only worship on this mountain or in Jerusalem, but they will worship in spirit and in truth. Now, brothers and sisters, Jesus can't be no place. See, Jesus there was clear cut. He just went straight to the issue. But see, this is what a lot of us, we want to, you know, all these denominations and the Baptist, the Methodist, the Seventh-day Adventists, and Jesus never made all that. It is one God. But guess what? We all have a personal relationship with God. Look, I can't help the way you do it. I ain't gonna mind. I'm different than you, and you're different than me. God is not expecting me to do what you do, but he is expecting me to do what I'm able and capable of doing. I made a statement about that yesterday in my regular Bible study with my church. God ain't called all of us to do these things. See, my name is not Reverend Ernest Midi Man, whatever. God ain't called me to that. But what he has called me to, that's what I do. You ain't got to do something just because everybody else doing it. Think about it. You ain't got to do something because somebody else That maybe not your calling. That's not your gift. Cause people, I'm gonna tell you something right now, and I'm not being mean, and I'm not trying to be ugly with nobody. But I know from being a musician, I've been a musician in this area back in my home area for over 25 years now. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's a lot of people that doing certain things in the church that have no business being in no position. But for whatever reason, they want to be in a position. Like I always say, I can only speak the truth. It's just like choir member. You got a lot of people that want to love to be in the choir. Whatever reason they might be, they want to be in the choir. But a choir is for singers. Now, if you can't carry a note, what business do you have being in a choir? God didn't put all of us here to sing. See, in other words, a lot of people on the usher board, they shouldn't be on the usher board. An usher should be friendly. You ain't got a friendly bone in your body. You got a frown on your face all the time, and you don't know how to talk to people. Now, what you need to be an usher for? You are to play. So what we need to do, we need to we need to go in where our gift is at. Where our gifts are, that's where we need to be at. And that's just the gospel. That's just the straight gospel. So like I say, all these denominations and everybody got their own brand of religion, which Jesus never made in the first place. I don't even worry about stuff like that. I don't even care. I'm not going to argue about scripture, but I do know what Jesus said. He's the spirit and in truth. In other words, you serve the Lord the way God deal with you, and let the other fellow alone. My grandmama, God bless her, left us in 2015 this month. She used to always tell us kids, don't worry about the other fella. You just do what you're supposed to do. But some people, they just digging. They always got to be meddling in somebody else's affair. You worrying about something that above your pay grade. You can't take care of nobody's business but yours. It's called self-control. People, remember that. You can't control me. You can only control yourself. When you start trying to control me, they got a word for it in the Bible. It's called witchcraft. That's what it's called. When you try to control other folk, it's called witchcraft. So in other words, you just do what God leads your heart to do. Whatever you find your hand at doing, do it diligently as unto the Lord. Do that and you'll be all right. Stop worrying about what the Baptist is doing. If you're a Methodist, be a good Methodist. If you're a Presbyterian, be a good Presbyterian. If you're a Seventh-day Adventist, be a good Seventh-day Adventist. Don't try to be what somebody else is. Don't try to gauge your relationship with God by my standards, because my standards are not your standards. Jesus, God deal with us on an individual basis. People, please let us stop trying to tend to other people's matters. Don't get upset because people don't think the way you might think. You just tell the truth. And if people don't accept the truth, cut the deck. Don't go argue with people, get mad with them because they don't accept your truth. Because really and truly, it's not your truth. It's God's truth. Now, if they don't believe God, what in the world they think they're going to believe you for? Some people don't even believe God. That's what Jesus was trying to get the woman to see at the well in Samaria. And Jesus really met her that day, met her right where she was. And salvation came to that city and came to that village that day because Jesus stopped by that well. Jesus knew that he had some business down there to take care of. See, that one thing about Jesus, he always took care of his business. He always did. And so if we're going to be followers of Christ, we need to be just like him and take care of your own business, people. And stop trying to make people think like you. Stop trying to make people do like you. People, you cannot control other people. In other words, it's like I said, in this pandemic, you got a lot of people that got a lot of concerns about it. Quite naturally, people done died. We don't understand that. Only God knows. But don't you judge another person because, matter of fact, now just like I say, whereas you may not be scared, you got a lot of other people that are scared. Are you going to judge them? No, I'm not. But don't judge me because I'm not scared. So in other words, the fear factor, Satan uses fear, and I guarantee you, I know what I'm talking about because the Bible said that is Satan's number one tool is fear, and if he can get you to fear and everything, he got you. He got you. He got your people. So with that said, we just gonna say we thank God for the Bible study. And matter of fact, to our sister that was on the Bible study that night, and even though we had a call after the fact, after the Bible study, I had done set up this video to do it on early this morning, but I'm just not getting to it. But nevertheless, like I said, it is called self-control. People, stop arguing, stop worrying about what people are not doing when it comes to religion, because God ain't into that religion mess no way. Just serve him in spirit and truth. Do the right thing. See, this is what I was saying. I tried to make mention of this in the Bible study not my Bible study, but my home church Bible study yesterday. We all got all these different versions of the Bible, and to make for ease of reading and whatnot. But I'm saying it like this: forget about the version. Just do whatever version that you got, use it and do it. It ain't, we got so many versions of the Bible, we got more degrees on it than on the thermometer. But yet and still, we ain't doing what the words say. To me, it is more important that I do what Jesus said in that volume that I have than to be trying to have all the latest versions of the Bible and not doing none of it. In other words, people, we just need to learn to be for real and serve God in spirit and truth, and learn to tend to our own business and stop trying to control other people, because that is above your pay grade. God did not make you in charge of nobody else's life. He wants you to do what you're supposed to do. And like my grandmama used to say, don't worry about what the other fellow doing, but you do what you're supposed to do and cut the deal. With that being said, this Midman saying whatever you get into, if God ain't in it, please come on out of it, because it's going to come to nothing. Till the next video, next Bible study. Whichever comes first, this Midman saying peace and good day.